Good morning, North Star Nation, and welcome back to another morning of hockey. We are out here at the MTA Center in Palmer as we are getting ready to face off here against the Fairbanks Hockey Club. Whoops, I said that wrong. Hockey Club Fairbanks. They would be in the black uniforms, and we are playing in the white. Right now on the ice, we've got Aaron, Jacob, and Eamon on forward, along with Taves and Adrian back on defense. It was kind of a rough drive out here as I felt like I was driving through the Star Wars movie with the blowing snow. This was after last night's drive home that took most of us 2 hours because of extremely icy roads and horrible driving conditions. But hey, we're hockey parents and we're going to get our kids to the rink. So it's going to be another great day here of hockey. Oh, and I almost forgot to announce we've got Logan in net as he blocks that shot, and his team luckily gets its tossed back out as we're going to get it into the neutral zone. Jacob with possession of the puck as he's going to skate it down, takes the shot, and oh, it's up and over the top. A nice, beautiful golf swing action. Or as Sean would say, a wrist-a-rooney. No, maybe that was a slapper-rooney. I don't know. Gets passed back to Thomas, who's just come out on the ice as it looks like Adrian's coming out, Marion's coming on. Marion's going to pick it up right from the player's box and weave it through the neutral zone. Now, Hockey Club Fairbanks did play our sister team yesterday, the North Star Widener's team, and they ended up in a shootout. It was very exciting, and from the hockey or the goalie mom's perspective, it was a little stressful. Out on the ice, we've got Boston and Cade, Thomas, Marion, and it looks like Liam's coming out as our other forward. Boston passes it back to Cade. There's the shot, and the goalie got a hold of that. Nice save for the goalie for Fairbanks. And I don't know. There's been a whistle, and I don't know what it's for. Nobody knows. All right, there's the face-off down in the Fairbanks end of the zone as Finnegan takes the shot. Oh, that looked beautiful as it ricocheted off the goalie's stick and up and over. I was so hopeful that would go in. Boston with the puck and another shot on net. Boy, this Fairbanks goalie is getting pelted by shots as Fairbanks with some fancy skating moves and gets up and down and still has possession as Marion's going to bat that away. Offsides as Cade slightly ran into him. Oh, we've got, I don't know what we've got. Oh, looks like Finnegan just got called for tripping. And, oh, he's going to go have a meeting of the minds with his mother because she's in the box. Oh, the box of shame. Oh, but don't worry. If you look over at there, Amanda's in there with her son. They're having quality time. Do love it when those parents are in the box and you get to chat with their own kid. All right, we are facing off down here in the North Star end of the ice as we're going to be 5-on-4. And I don't know what we're waiting on the clock. I feel like I need Jeopardy music in the background while we're waiting patiently. Nope, there we go. And there's the face-off as Boston's going to take it, tips it back to Adrian. Adrian's going to send it around to Cade. Cade's going to try to get a hold of it. Here goes Boston to Cade. Cade's going to skate with it. Now, Cade is in his practice jersey because we don't know where his game jersey is. We're not sure what happened there. Puck gets tipped back as it looks like Adrian's going to pass it through the neutral zone over to Boston. Nope, we're playing ping pong. Shot towards Logan. Oh, Logan, bravo on the quick get up there. That was excellent. As they're waving off the icing call. Oh, I forgot. This is the Fairbanks team that has the intense coach. She's not loud. She's just really intense. Fairbanks with possession of the puck as they're trying to pass it up, but Adrian's going to send it right back into the zone. Liam's battling it out, and here comes the kid with the orange laces. Pass out in front. Logan's going to quickly get up and get back into position. Nice job, Logs. Here goes Boston up to Liam. Liam's going to skate hard through the neutral zone, but sadly, the orange laces kid was there and kind of knocked it away. He's going to circle back in. What is up? Oh, man. 3 North Star players all got hung up, and it looks like, I don't know what number he is. He strategically tucked his jersey in. It's the orange laces kid who just got the goal. We had 3 North Star players all tangled up. We're not so sure what's going on here. I don't know if they've had their coffee yet this morning. All right, we're going to face off at the center as we've got Mason, Charlie, and Liam up on forward, along with Marion and Thomas back on defense. Here goes Liam with possession of the puck. He's going to skate it down, passes it out in front. It touches the goalie's stick, but couldn't quite make contact with another one of our players to get the goal. Liam in the corner digging it out with a whole lot of Fairbanks players right there. Current score would be 1-0 with 10 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first period. Mason fighting it out down there in the corner. Fairbanks tips it away, but here comes Liam right there ready to pick it up. Oh, kerfluffle down there in the corner. Couldn't tell you what's going on because there's a large bunch of balloons in the fans area here. Marion's fighting it down out here in the corner. Oh, nope, something's getting called. Maybe it was offside. And line change. We love coming out here to this Palmer rink. They always do an exquisite job of decorating and celebrating what they're hosting. There are a lot of team pictures all around the rink. We might be able to see them. Out on the ice, we've got Soren and Jacob and Eamon up on forward, along with Taves and Adrian back on defense. So we're down in the Fairbanks end of the ice. Attempt to get it towards the net, but no luck. It gets pushed out to the corner. Soren tips it out in front. Out in front again. Soren's doing an excellent job of getting those plays made, but sadly we haven't been able to connect up as the puck goes all the way down. That would be an icing call. Kind of reminds me of the frosting that was on the donuts that were brought out for the team yesterday after their spectacular game against the Oilers. We outshot them based on the score sheet, and we definitely monopolized the puck yesterday. We just couldn't get the puck in the net, which was unfortunate. All right, as Adrian gets a hold of the puck, he's going to send it back down behind the net as Fairbanks picks it up. Jacobs right there along with Taves, but here comes Fairbanks skating hard, knocking Soren down. As who is this child on Fairbanks? Oh, never mind. Taves is there to save the day. Here goes Jacob trying to get it out of the zone. We've got Adrian and Taves back on defense. Why are we... Beautiful save by my little goalie. Bravo, Logs. Bravo. Another big save by Logan there as Jacob's going to backhand it back into the corner, sending it over to Aaron. We've got Aaron, Boston, and Kate over here on forward, along with Thomas and Marion back on defense. I was just informed that the orange laces kid is Cade with a shot, and it goes wide. The orange laces kid would be the coach's kid, so for the other team. And here comes Orange Laces kid again, but it's going to get knocked away by Thomas. Thomas doing a really good job of pushing him out so he can't get a shot off on Logan. Here comes Marion into the boards as it gets passed up over to Cade. Oh, where'd those Fairbanks players come from? Okay, Boston passes it up to Cade, and it gets slapped away as Marion's going to come in and get it. Whoa! Fairbanks kid rams into the boards. That was excellent use of the boards for stopping. And puck comes flying up the middle as Marion's got it. She's going to pass it to Thomas. Thomas is going to up and over to Boston. Oh, Boston, you were so close. All right, back over into the corner. So a lot of these kids have been up since about 5:30 in order to get here. Here goes Boston. He is skating hard as it gets knocked away with a little bit of back checking there by the Fairbanks team. Down into the corner. A little early for, pass out in front. Oh, we just couldn't get our stick on it. Wow, the team is doing a great job of setting these up. We just got to put them in the net. We have a whole kerfluffle going on down here in the corner. I'm pretty sure the camera has moved, but Boston and another Fairbanks player kind of got all tangled up. It kind of looked like WWE style. All right, as we get all lined up, it looks like we've got Mason, Finnegan, Taves, Adrian, and Liam out there as the puck gets knocked back into the neutral zone. Adrian's going to send it back in. Hey, North Stars, nice job of clearing that zone. And we are headed down to the other end of the ice. And no, we are not calling icing on that as we're going to try to send it back up. And shot towards Logan. Logan did an excellent job of defending his kingdom. Okay, puck went flying up as Liam is skating extra hard, getting it down towards the net. Sadly, the Fairbanks kids full-on attacked him there. Whoa! A little bit of body action there by Mason. Fairbanks is going to send it back into the neutral zone. This is a whole lot of back and forth. We seem a little disorganized here. Whoa! Here goes Adrian, passes it to Finnegan. Finnegan's going to take it all the way down, but it gets picked up by the Fairbanks player. Fairbanks trying to, whoa, kids are falling all over the place. Maybe we need to sharpen our skates. Okay, Marion over to Adrian. Adrian's going to skate through the neutral zone. He's going to tip it up to Finnegan. No, it gets knocked back as another kid goes down. Ref waving it off. Okay, we've got all sorts of changes going here. As now we have Jacob, Mason, Marion, Charlie, and Thomas out on the ice as we're all down in the corner behind Logan. In net, Charlie's got possession of the puck. He's going to use those boards to get it out. It gets into the neutral zone. Current score would be 0-1 with 5 minutes left in play in the first period. As Thomas has got possession of the puck, he's going to skate it up. What are we doing, North Stars? All right, Jacob with a shot, and the Fairbanks goalie does an excellent job of defending his net. As Jacob, he's coming off a pretty spectacular game last night. He had a hat trick as he fires away again. Sadly, no goal. It's coming back to you, Jacob. Back to Thomas. Thomas up to, we don't know. We're kind of playing some slap hockey here. We need to get possession. Charlie took it away. Thomas just got tripped by the blue line. Not sure what's going on here. Jacob's going to hunt it down into the corner, and the puck's going to come out, but here comes Thomas. Thomas is going to hit it back. Right over Jacob's stick as Marion's going to skate hard. Watch out for the blue helmet kid. Oh, and his number ends with 7. Those kids whose numbers end in 7, they're sometimes troublemakers. I shouldn't say that because Marion's number is 27. Yesterday in our game, number 97 was a pretty good troublemaker. If he would have gotten a penalty, he would have been ejected from the game. Oh, blue helmet. Now, when we traveled to Fairbanks, the blue helmet kid he had a lot of goals. So, all right, here comes Taves doing a little bit of cross-checking action there. Luckily, we didn't get called for that commotion. And to the other end we go. Icing is being called. And we're going to line up down here in front of Logan. Looks like we've got Adrian and Taves on defense, and out comes Boston and Cade and Soren. Now, in the past, Boston and Cade, they're a pretty good dynamic duo. They've got some good communication. They usually can put the puck in the net. We'll see what they can do on this shift. Currently, we seem to be doing a little bit of a dance down here, trying to get the puck out. Boston's going to tip it up to Cade. No, it gets hit back over to Soren. As here comes Boston. Watch out for the blue helmet kid. Logan, you better get ready. All right, here goes Boston. Can't get his stick on it. He's doing so good. Whoa. Boston to Cade. Here comes Cade and Boston coming down the ice. Cade's going to fire it. Fairbanks almost took a shot on themselves. I don't know what that commotion was. Whoa. Comes Adrian to Cade. Cade's going to fire at the net again. Cade has the right idea. Just keep taking shots. Eventually, one of them has to go in. All right, back to Adrian as he works it through the neutral zone, and we are clear. Adrian's going to take it in. Adrian's going to take the shot, and I have no idea where that puck went. Oh, Boston's got it back. Here goes Soren with a backhand towards the net. 2 minutes left in play in this period as Blue Helmet's getting a little rough there with Marion. Blue Helmet, I wouldn't do that. Marion's really good. Oh my gosh, a full-on tackle for Boston there. It appears the referees maybe forgot their whistles today. We haven't really heard them. Boston with a shot! And it ricocheted up and over their goalie. That looked very promising. Marion with another shot from the side, but not quite. As Soren's going to tip. Oh, Boston somehow got a hold of that. Back to Thomas. Thomas is going to use the boards to ricochet it back down into the corner. Here goes Cade. No, Fairbanks is going to pick it up. Uh-oh. Here comes Orange Laces kid. Someone take out the Orange Laces kid. Soren, and we've got lost gear on the ice. As Marion does like a slide tackle. What is going on? This is like chaotic hockey. As down goes Soren. Shot, but it goes really wide on the little goalie. Even our coaches are shaking their heads over there at what the chaos this is. Come on, Liam. Get it out of the zone. Oh, they backhand it. Wow. Number 11 for Fairbanks has excellent flow with his hair. That is an epic mullet. Back to Thomas and Marion back on defense. Thomas is going to pass it to Marion. Marion's going to tip it up to Mason. Mason to Aaron. Aaron's going to skate with it. Ooh, it gets knocked away by the Orange Laces kid. But here comes Liam, who's going to hit it down towards the goalie, who barely touched it with his stick. That could have been ugly. And there's the end of the period. Well, that was an exciting and entertaining first period. All right, there was our 1 minute break in between periods, and both teams have given themselves a little bit of a cheer, and we are getting ready to start our second period as it looks like Logan's going to work his way back down to the net. And we have Mason, Liam, and Aaron out on the ice, along with Taves and Adrian on defense. Oh, okay. Well, we started the game or the second period, but sadly there was no clock ready, and so the whistle was blown. So we're gonna restart this second period. There it is. Liam's got a hold of it. Liam's gonna skate with it. Passed it up to Mason. Mason attempts a shot, but it appears the refs forgot their whistles because that should have been a tripping call, maybe even interference. All right, Liam and them up against the boards here. We've got ourselves a pile up. As Mason's going to come out with it. Uh-oh. As Adrian takes the kid out. Taves is right there ready as we're headed down into the far end. As Logan, nope. Now they're going to call it hooking. Hooking on Fairbanks. And Taves is a force to be dealing with. Man, don't mess with that girl. I don't know what Taves got called for, but it was probably beautiful. All right, there was the face-off. It looks like we're playing 5-on-5 because we have two penalties at the exact same time. Now, the clock is not running. Should the clock be started? The clock is not going. Okay, now the clock is running. Taves has got her penalty. Fairbanks has got a penalty, and we've got, that was offside. Even I could see that one. Down towards Logan. Luckily, he got that one as we're going to send it. Okay, this is a holy hot mess here. All right, we are playing 5-on-5 because those penalties should be concurrent, but they're not up on the board because whoever's running the clock was having issues. Aaron with possession of the puck. Aaron's going to skate it in. He's going to tip it out in front as that kid nearly scored on his own net. What was that shenanigan? Holy moly, does that kid not know which direction he's going? All right, Mason is headed to the bench as out comes Eamon and out comes Jacob. And Liam's going off as we've got, oh no, Logan with a nice save for the little goalie. Oh, you know what? Nicely played, Fairbanks. Nicely played. You set that up and put it in the net. That was a well played. Logan could not quite get there, and it looks like we're going to do a goalie switch a little early. They're already pulling Logan off. He's not supposed to come off till the 6-minute marker. All right, we're going to get all lined up here. So we've got Eamon, Jacob, and Charlie up on forward, along with Thomas and Marion back on defense. Thomas is going to send it up to Mason, who's going to skate hard down into the corner and try to take it away from the Fairbanks player. Here comes Jacob doing some fancy skating as he's going to... Oh, man, he took it all the way up there and shot on that goalie. I just noticed the goalie for the other team has beautiful purple tape. It is glorious. Current score would be 0-2 in favor of Fairbanks. Since we played these guys when we traveled to Fairbanks back in January when it was negative 45 degrees. And boy, can you tell these guys have been practicing hard. They are really improved. Charlie is skating hard as it gets almost taken away. Big shot over the net. Ethan did a nice pad slide there trying to get it. And Fairbanks with the shot, and Ethan gets that save. Nice job. And Taves, with some confusion, is finally getting to come out of the box. We don't know what's going on over yonder. As we're getting lined up, Taves is back out on the ice. Looks like Taves and Adrian back on defense, along with Cade Boston and Finnegan's out there. Big pass all the way up to Cade. Cade's going to skate hard. Look at him moving his feet. He's going to completely take that kid out. No call. Gets passed back to Taves. Taves is going to take a shot. It ricochets off the Fairbanks player's skate as we have nobody in front of the net ready to catch a pass. Taves with possession of the puck. Passing it all the way down, and I'm guessing icing is going to be called. Okay, we're getting all lined up. We still have, it looks like, Thomas and Marion on defense, along with Boston, Cade, and Finnegan up on forward. There's the face-off. A little bit of a scuffle there as it gets passed over to Soren, but he loses it to Finnegan. It gets lost in his feet. Boston with the fancy footwork there, kicking it out to his stick. Here comes Boston. He's going to duck and weave. Sadly, the mullet kid from Fairbanks gets a hold of it. Fairbanks taking a shot, and our goalie sends it back out. Nice block. Boston with the puck again, passes it up to Finnegan. Here goes Finn. He is skating hard as Fairbanks is doing, it's like sword fighting. That was exciting. As puck gets finally knocked loose, as here comes Finnegan. Nope, it goes back. Cade somehow ended up with it. Cade to Boston. I'm telling you, these two. Whoa! He gets taken out. We are all over the place here today. Marion. Oh, Marion, just turn on your wheels and skate it down. All right, Thomas and Marion back on defense as we're trying to clear it out of the zone. Here goes Boston. As there's a whole kerfluffle here down. Oh, Fairbanks trying to clear it out as Boston gets a hold of it, but no. As Cade collides with another one, and now we're going to get called. Oh, and the Fairbanks coaches are fast to get out here on the ice to check on it. Kind of looked like Cade and this Fairbanks player hooked skates as they were skating by each other. Did not look like his intentional hit. It looked like it was totally an accidental, like, ice dancing maneuver. And we are paused while we're waiting to see if this Fairbanks player can get up. Oh, good. He is getting up on his own. It was a rather hard hit, but did not look intentional from my point of view. We'll see what they say. Huge discussion over at our bench as Coach Kyle is discussing with the refs what happened. We'll wait and see. And it looks like Cade is going to have to take a penalty for that ice dancing maneuver. And he's going in, but I have no idea what that was, what they've called. All right, so now we are going to play 4-on-5 as Soren comes off the ice. All right, Taves is going to take it behind the net. She's going to pass it up to Mason. Mason's going to try to take it down, and we're going to ice it. Yep, icing yet again. And we're going to go down to the far end. We've got Taves and Adrian along with Mason and Liam out on the ice for this penalty kill. Current score would be 0-2 in favor of Fairbanks. And we have 9 minutes about left in this period. All right, as here comes, we've got a whole kerfluffle. Here comes Mason. Mason is skating hard. He's going to try to tip it in. Nope, it gets knocked out of his stick by that other Fairbanks player. Ooh, there is some chirping going on between Mason and number 35 for Fairbanks. They better be careful. There is no fighting in state. No fighting allowed. Taves right there keeping it in as she's going to tip it down to Mason. Mason's going to fight for it. He tips it out in front. Sadly, no one's there to catch that pass. And there goes Blue Helmet Kid, who's going to try to take it away from Taves. Taves passes it over to Adrian. Adrian's going to tip it back into the Fairbanks zone and offside. As we're going to get lined up in the neutral zone, we've got, well, something else is getting called. The refs are calling them over. Okay, we need the refs from yesterday that shrugged their shoulders and walked away from the coaches because this is getting excessive. Let them play hockey, boys. Let them play hockey. All right, as we are now, Jacob and Aaron are out there along with Marion and Thomas as here comes Fairbanks, but Marion's going to take that away. Oh, go Marion. Just skate hard, girl. You can do it. She's going to take it around and can't do anything because she's got too many players in her way. As Thomas and Jacob do their best to keep it in the zone. Jacob with 4 Fairbanks players on him as it gets tipped out. Offside. That was a close one. All right, Jacob and Aaron, and it looks like Kate's out of the box, so we are back to 5-on-5 as we've got Eamon passing. Oh, I'm sorry. Thomas passes it up to Aaron. We are back down into the Fairbanks end of the ice. Eamon's going to tip it over. Uh-oh. Fairbanks is, nope. Here comes Eamon. Eamon has got some fire in him this morning as he is skating hard, trying to take it away from this Fairbanks player. Jacob comes swooping in and takes it as he's going to go down and around. Fancy footwork as Fairbanks comes zooming in. And now the Fairbanks player is sitting on the puck. It's a new technique. He was sitting on the puck. And here comes Aaron. Aaron passes it up to Eamon. Eamon somehow gets it on his stick. He's going to send it back to Aaron towards the goalie. Goalie got a hold of that one with that beautiful purple stick. Marion to Eamon. Oh, a whole mess in front of the net. That was close. 7 minutes left in play for this period as Marion keeps it in the zone. As Eamon goes down, he's headed to the bench. He just took a hard hit. Out comes Boston. As Jacob's got the puck, it gets knocked away with some hooking. How come the Fairbanks player's stick is stuck on Jacob? We've got sticks all over the ice. We've got another stick on the ice. As Jacob's down in the corner with 4 Fairbanks players. North Star's doing a good job of being spread out as Boston's going to fight it out in the corner. Passing back towards Jacob, who's skating hard. Jacob's going to ski. Oh, it gets knocked off his stick. Bummer. Current score would be 0-2 as the Fairbanks player fell into the player's box. I think they called offsides on that shenanigan. Oh, no, the puck got knocked out. It went in the player's box. Oh, the Fairbanks coaches, they may be calling too many men on the ice. There were 6 kids on the ice. And we've got, yes, they are calling too many men on the ice. We are now going to be, no, now they're getting a different kid. And we're moving locations. Okay, I'm going to say this nicely, but did the refs read the rule book before getting on? Because the coaches are telling them where to line up and what to do. Okay, it is now 5-on-4. We got the Fairbanks team got called for too many men on the ice as we've got Charlie, Boston, Cade, Marion, and Thomas out on the ice. Come on, guys. Be the powerhouse lineup we know you are and get it in the net. Okay, Thomas passes it back to Cade. Cade's going to try to skate it. Cade's got possession. He's going to fire, and it's too high. Another golf shot. Charlie's going to send it over, trying to get it on a stick, but no, we're back down to the other end of the ice. We have 5 minutes left in this period as Marion's going to circle. All right, Marion, turn on the speed and just go, girl. Skate, my dear, skate. Take it all the way in. You deserve a goal. No! The goalie got a hold of that one. Where was the rebound? And here comes Taves. Oh, man, have we got a dynamic duo back on defense. It's Taves and Marion. I love it when the girls are out there. Taves with the shot, and it goes high. I think it's so funny because in 8U hockey, the kids try so hard to learn how to lift the puck, and now we can lift it, and it goes too high every time. Boston there with another shot as it ricocheted off someone's helmet. That kid's clutching his head. It must have hurt when he got hit with that. He should probably go off. Charlie gets taken out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Orange Laces kid has got possession of the puck. Oh, whoa. Cade and Taves right there. Orange Laces has got it again. Shot and score for Fairbanks. Now the score would be 0-3 in favor of Fairbanks. All right, there was the face-off as we've got Mason, Finnegan, and Liam out on the ice, along with Taves and Adrian back on defense. Finnegan's going to chase it down as Fairbanks has got a hold of it. North Stars, you should be attacking right now. Instead, we are going all the way down, and that would be an icing call. All right, there was the face-off as Thomas is going to try to pass it over to Marion, but Mason's luckily there to get it. He's going to use the boards to pass it up to Liam as Liam takes out the Fairbanks player. Blue helmet, you should know better. Don't get in Liam's way. All right, somehow Mason and a penalty is going to be called for that one as Mason hit hard on that one. And are they calling penalty or offside? These refs are in no urgent hurry to. Okay, blue helmet is headed to the box for tripping based on the hand flailing the ref just did. All right, we're getting all lined up. We've got Mason, Boston, and Kate out on the ice, along with Marion and Thomas. The puck gets passed back to Marion. Excellent use of her pads. Shot, and dang. Fairbanks goalie is on fire. That was a beautiful save from the Fairbanks goalie. Their goalie is the one keeping them in the game. That is for sure. As they get lined up, no line change for us as it gets passed back to Cade. Cade's going to take a shot, and it goes wide. As Cade's going to zip over and try to get it, Marion's going to keep it in. It gets passed up towards Boston. Boston ricochets it off his skate. And there's a whole mess of players. Back to Marion. Marion, do something with it, girl. Passes it over to Jacob. When did he come out? Jacob's going to backhand it, and the goalie got a hold of that one, too. Nice save for the Fairbanks goalie. Ton of shots. All right, we're going to line it up again. It looks like we've got Boston, Kate, and Mason, along with Jacob and Marion back on defense. Kate to, oh, Mason, so close. Beautiful shot there as they're going to try it again. Back to Jacob. Jacob's going to fire. Goalie got a hold of that. Kate's going to fire again. Bummer. This was a close one. Over to Cade. Cade's going to fire it out to Boston. And no luck as Cade picks it up again. Cade's going to shoot it, and they bat it out of the air. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a high sticking call there. And there's the face-off as Mason's going to fire again. Liam's going to get right in there. So it looks like we've had a line change, and Adrian and Taves are off. Willie, oh, man, Liam's so close with that one. It just ricocheted past his stick as we're going to circle behind the net. And back down the ice. Orange Laces kid as Fairbanks takes a shot, and Taves maybe took that one in the leg. Another shot on Ethan. He got that one as it gets tipped out. And a little bit of back and forth here in the neutral zone. As, offside would be my guess. All right, we're going to get re-lined up. So far, I was trying to look at shots on goal here because there's a live feed. So far in this game, I pulled up the live feed for our score sheet as Liam's going to skate this down. We've had 16 shots on goal, and they've only had 12. So we are definitely out shooting. Now, if we could just get it into the back of the net, that would be glorious. Back down into the corner, less than a minute to play in this period, as Liam's going to take it all the way down there and put it in front of the net, but sadly, no luck. As Thomas and Marion are going to take it behind the net. Watch out for the mullet kid. Okay, good. Here comes Thomas, gets it over to Marion, and we are out of our zone into the neutral zone along with Eamon and Aaron, who are going to hunt it down. Aaron's right there. A little bit of high sticking action there as Aaron turns around and lays him out. Oh my goodness. Roughing call on Aaron, but you know what, Aaron? Way to defend yourself. You were definitely provoked. No, Fairbanks is getting called. Okay, Fairbanks is going in the box, and he's mad. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of slamming of the sticks there. Aaron is not getting a penalty. Roughing was called on the Fairbanks player. Roughing, it looked like. Maybe it was cross-checking. Fairbanks did it. Aaron turned around and, yep. Okay. Well, here, let's try to look it up. No, Aaron did get called for a penalty. It would be for checking, cross-checking, and it looks like the other team got one for roughing. A little bit of a kerfluffle there between the boys. I don't know if you can hear this, but Briley's doing some really cute giggling and stuff in the background. It just brings happiness to the fans here. Now, why is Soren in the penalty box too? Soren got called for a tripping call. Who knew? Okay, we are playing 4-on-5, it looks like, because we have two penalties at the same time. Jacob with possession of the puck as it gets knocked away by the Fairbanks team. 4 seconds left in play. And the current score would be 0-3, as we are going to have a meeting of the minds with the coaches and give some words of encouragement and hopefully get this game turned around. Okay, as we get ready to line up for this third period, would you like to say hello on the microphone? Go ahead.
Hello.
Good job. We have a guest commentator here. She's come to visit. Are you Bianca? Yeah, she's hanging out here at the rink watching Big Brother Boston play, right? Or are you busy playing? I would say too busy playing, which is the way to go when you come to the rink. Oh, and she's done commenting, and off she goes. All right, we're going to attempt to get everybody lined up again for this third period. As out on the ice, we have Jacob, and it looks like Eamon is going to start us off on forward along with Thomas and Marion. There's the face-off, and good news, the clock is working this time. As Marion's going to take it behind the net, ducks and weaves. There's a backhand by the Fairbanks team. Oh, no, we are just having some issues here this morning. And I say that as nicely as possible. As Charlie's going to get a hold of it as we're back to full strength, it looks like. Okay, here comes Jacob skating hard with a golf swinging action from the other team. That was a beautiful attempt as Thomas has got a hold of it. He's going to pass it up to Eamon. Nice pass. Nailed that right on the blade of the stick. He's going to pass it up to Jacob. Jacob's going to dump it in, and they're going to play dump and chase. As Eamon's going to do his best to tip it out to Charlie, but no luck. Charlie has been doing a phenomenal job of parking himself in front of the net, trying to catch that pass. And icing. As Boston takes that face-off, we've got Finnegan and Kate out on the ice along with Taves and Adrian back on defense, and we're doing the best we can to keep it in that Fairbanks zone, but sadly, we're back down to the North Star end of the ice. As here comes Adrian as Kate's watch out for the blue helmet kid. Here comes Adrian. Adrian's going to skate it all the way down. Adrian to Cade. Cade with the shot, and it's high yet again. Sorry, Cade. We got to aim just a little lower, dude. All right, Fairbanks with possession of the puck. Fairbanks had possession of the puck as everybody kind of goes into the boards. Taves is going to pick it up on defense, using the boards, send it back up into that mess. And it's back to Taves. A little bit of back and forth, and they're going to call icing. To the other end we will go. Whoa, I don't know if you guys could see number 35 from Fairbanks, but that was some, I don't know. It would have hurt me if I did that kind of commotion. As we have 13 minutes left in this third period, current score would be 0-3 in favor of Fairbanks. Shot by Mason, but did not have contact with the goalie or net. Here comes Fairbanks. Liam's going to bat it away. Liam's going to fight for it. Little bit of shouldering action. It gets knocked back out of the zone. Marion's going to try to take it in as this Red Laces kid nearly takes her out, pins her to the boards. Marion with the puck again. She's going to send it towards the goalie. As Mason's going to go hunt it down behind the net. Out to Aaron. Aaron with the shot. Ricochets off a Fairbanks player. Aaron's going to try it again. Aaron sends it over to Marion. Marion up to Liam. Liam tries to get a shot, but number 35 for the other team was right there to knock it away. Back to Marion. The team is doing an excellent job of passing and communicating, but sadly Fairbanks gets a hold of it. And the Fairbanks player goes down as Marion is going to duck and weave. Oh my gosh, that made me nervous. And she goes down. And Aaron's got the puck. As Mason's going to fight for it and gets knocked away. Here goes Liam. Liam to Aaron, to Mason, who loses, and they take each other out again. Oh dear. It's like our peripheral vision is not cooperating today. We cannot see our own teammates on the ice. Does not like our team. And we're out of the zone, back to the neutral zone. Marion's doing everything she can to fight for it. And here goes Liam. Liam's going to skate hard. He's going to pass it up and over to Mason, but it doesn't quite connect with his stick. Aaron's right there taking a kid out. Back to Taves. Taves is going to play with it. Taves is going to hit it back up to Mason. Mason was in the neutral zone ready. Mason's going to duck and weave. Come on, Mason. Put it in the net. Passes it over. Shot by Soren! And there's a whole mess in front of the net. And it looks like we're going to face off. The whistle was not blowing, so we're not sure what kind of a play that was. It sure looked like it crossed that goal line, though. All right, we're going to try it again. Facing off, we've got Jacob, Eamon, and Soren out on the ice. Looks like the coach has mixed up some lines for us. This might be helpful. Looks like Taves and Adrian back on defense as Jacob's fighting for it there as it goes by. 10 minutes left in play. All right, we're going to line it up again. All right, Jacob taking the face off. It gets knocked back to Adrian. Adrian's going to shoot. It ricochets off somebody's leg as there is a whole mess of people in front of the net as Jacob goes down. And Eamon's digging it out of the corner as Adrian does his best to keep it in. But sadly, here comes Blue Helmet. Nope, Blue Helmet loses it as he ricochets off it wasn't Blue Helmet. Taves passes it up to Soren. Soren's going to send it up the boards, but it gets knocked away, and it is sliding towards Ethan, and Ethan is way out of his crease there. Oh, good, he's back. There goes Eamon getting it into the neutral zone. And here comes Adrian skating hard. Passes it up to Eamon. All the way over to Soren. Soren's going to skate it. Oh, come on, Soren. And tripping call. Hooking. He's going to call hooking. Oh, my goodness. Fairbanks player. I love how you flipped your hands out like, what? I didn't do that? There's no way I hooked him. I think that should have been a penalty shot. All right, getting lined up. We're going to be 5-on-4 as we've got Mason, Cade, and Boston coming out along with Jacob and Marion back on defense. All right, here's Mason in front of the net, battling it out. Fairbanks gets a hold of the puck. They're going to do their best, but here comes Jacob. Jacob's going to hit it back up to Mason. Mason's going to take, Cade's going to take it. Passing it back over behind the net. Here goes Mason into the corner. Nope. 8 minutes left in play. Tips it out in front. Shoot it, Jacob. Just fire away. And that goalie, oh man, that goalie is phenomenal. That was a beautiful glove slave for Fairbanks. He is the reason they are still in this game. All right, as we're getting ready to face off, we still have Mason, Boston, and Cade out on the ice as Marion's doing her best to keep it in as the defenseman. Passes it up to Cade. Cade gets taken out, but no call. All right, come on, Cade, get out of the zone, dude, get out. As Jacob is playing with this puck like a pro. as Boston goes down, and here goes Mason trying for the backhand, but no luck. Mason to Cade, and goal for the North Stars. Beautiful goal from Mason to Cade. They finally get it in the back of the net. Well played. And that will bring our score to 1-3. As we're going to get lined back up, it's a little bit of celebration here. Taves and Adrian on defense, along with Eamon, Liam, and Charlie up on forward. Let's make a comeback here, guys. Liam's going to take the face off. There it is. Passes it back to Taves. Taves is going to skate with it. Well, Adrian, okay, offside. That was pretty obvious, guys. Face off in the neutral zone as Liam gets that. Eamon's going to skate it through, but sadly gets picked off by Fairbanks, but not for long. Man, nice shouldering action there, Eamon. So he takes the Fairbanks player out. Back and forth, we are severely sparrowing here as Adrian's got the puck. He's going to bat it through the neutral zone, and we're going to have to dump and chase as it gets tipped off, but Adrian's right there to take it. Huge collision in the middle of the ice. Surprisingly, there was no call on that as Liam goes down. Fairbanks is getting a little rough, and holy moly! Somehow that one rolled in. Beautiful play by the North Stars. I don't even know how that went in. Wow. All right. I think Eamon maybe got that one. That's well. Yep, they're giving it to Eamon Hundrup for the goal with Charlie with the assist. And the other goal was Cade's goal along with Mason as the assist. So the score is now 2-3 with 7 minutes left to play. Ooh, they have got the fans energized now. We have 7 minutes left in play, and there is still time as we've got Aaron, Finnegan, and Jacob out on forward, and Taves and Adrian back on defense. All right, as we've got a whole mess here in the neutral zone as both teams are fighting it out. That was a dramatic fall by Fairbanks. All right, here comes Aaron. Aaron's going to chase it down into the boards as we've got Adrian and Jacob right there. Adrian's going to skate it down into the corner, chasing it down. Whoa, backing himself into that player. That was an excellent maneuver. And here comes Fairbanks. Where is our defense? Oh, there they are. Taves and Aaron along with Adrian, Jacob, and Finnegan I thought that should have been high sticking. Nope, waved it off. Okay, as Finnegan is skating hard, he's got 4 Fairbanks players on him as here comes Jacob over to Aaron. Uh-oh, colored laces. Whoa, we got players going down all over the place. Here comes Jacob with possession of the puck. Now Jacob's coming off a fantastic. Yeah! Sorry, sorry for yelling into the microphone, but Jacob with the sweet shot. That was absolutely amazing. Amazing. Don't count us out just yet. We're making a comeback. Current score is 3-3. And out on the ice, we've got we've got Cade, Soren, Boston, Thomas, and Marion. We've got a whole mess right there on the blue line as Boston gets a hold of the puck. Fairbanks is throwing sticks. That's what I've decided. Soren passes it over to Cade. Cade's going to backhand it. It ricochets off the goalie's pads. Bummer. Aaron got the assist on that goal. Uh-oh. Here comes one of the Fairbanks players. No. Defense is doing a good job. Shot towards our goalie. Goalie got a hold of that one. Nice job, Ethan. Way to save it. So far, we have made 20 shots to their 13, according to the official shot clock. All right, we've got 5 minutes left in play. 5 minutes. All right, getting all lined up. We've got Charlie, Liam, Adrian, Taves, and Mason out on the ice. All right, come on, you guys. It's your lineup's turn. Let's do it. Here goes Charlie. Charlie's going to skate it down and in. It gets knocked back to Taves. Everybody clear the zone. Over to Adrian. Back into the Fairbanks zone. As Liam's going to come charging off sides. Nope. Delay of the whistle. It appears the ref's hands are maybe cold and he couldn't get that whistle in his mouth. Current score would be 3-3 with just under 5 minutes left in the third period. So we learned yesterday when Fairbanks played our sister North Star team that if they end in a tie, then they go to a 5-minute overtime. And then if it's still in overtime, after that, then we go to shootout, which is always nerve-wracking. All right, here comes Adrian. Adrian's got the puck. He's going to skate it, shoot it, but it ricochets off of one of the Fairbanks legs. He tips it out in front, and sadly, Fairbanks bats it out, and it's going way down the ice. Icing. All these icing calls are making me, uh-oh. We've had Blue Helmet maybe was just chirping at our goalie. There's some commotion going on down there. And down to the other end of the ice we will go as we've got Eamon, Aaron, and Jacob out on the ice, along with Thomas and Marion back on defense. All right, as we're down in the corner, a little tricky to see as they're going to send that puck right out in front of that Fairbanks goalie, but no luck as Eamon's right there. Wow, Thomas chopped it right out of the air. That was beautifully played. Back to Thomas. Oh, it gets knocked around him. So close. He's going to pass it over to Marion. Marion, come on, girl. We really want you to get a goal. You deserve one. To the net. Oh, it got taken away by Fairbanks. As Thomas is going to keep it in, hits it up and over all the players. Current score is 3-3 with 3 minutes left. As Jacob, why was that not called for tripping? And it was tripping on number 14 as Jacob's going to come off the ice. Bad timing, Fairbanks. Oh, but number 14's the one with the really good flow. All right, we are playing 4-on-5 as Boston, Cade, and Mason come out along with Marion and Thomas. Marion's going to keep it in. Sadly, Fairbanks gets a hold of the puck, but here comes Marion. She's going to hunt him down on the boards, and it gets taken away. Here comes Mason and Cade. Oh, no. Fairbanks with the shot back towards Ethan. Ethan's going to let it be. Very wise. Thomas is going to skate behind the net. He's going to ricochet it off the boards up to Cade. Cade's going to use the board, sending it up to Boston. Boston's going to hunt this player down. Go, Boston. Take him out, dude. No, it gets hit up to Mason. Mason's going to play with it, sends it over to Cade. Cade does nothing, and the player fell down. Oh, my goodness gracious! Woo-wee! Adrian sent that out to Boston, and Boston put it in the net like a professional. That was amazing. Well played, North Stars. Sadly, it took us 2 periods to figure this out, but we are back to playing hockey. Current score would be 4-3, and it looks like, I was trying to look and see who all got that. Boston from Adrian with the goal. All right, we've got Jacob Soren out on the ice along with, here goes Jacob with the puck, passes it back to Taves. Taves is going to take it in. We have 2 minutes left in play. Over to Adrian. Adrian's going to send it back to Eamon down in the corner. Soren's going to be right there in front of the net, but no luck as Soren goes down. Taves and Adrian back on defense along with Eamon, Soren, and Jacob as there's a whole mess in front of the net. And Soren, oh my goodness, Soren, well played. Well played, Soren. That was beautiful. Way to be in the right spot at the right time. Man, our kids are celebrating so much. We got kids all over the ice. That one was, oh, wow. Soren got that goal with an assist for Jacob and Eamon. All right, here we go again. It is 2 minutes left in the third period. The score is now 5-3. I feel bad for the Fairbanks goalie because he has rocked it this entire game, and they have finally wore him down. Shot by Boston, and it goes wide. The Fairbanks goalie definitely deserves an award for this game. All right, Fairbanks, nope. Marion's going to shoot it towards the net. It's everybody's feet. Fairbanks with the puck. Uh-oh. Marion's going to knock it away. Fairbanks cannot get it as Liam's going to send it down into the Fairbanks end. We have 1 minute left in play. 1 minute. As Fairbanks is going to duck and weave. And here comes Cade. We've got Cade, Boston, and Liam out on the ice along with, looks like, Thomas and Marion on defense as Cade's going to skate it behind. Cade's going to take it up. Whoa, it got lost in his feet. And, Fairbanks just took each other out. Oh, Boston with an empty net. They pulled their goalie. Can we not get it in the net, guys? Just shoot it at the empty net. Come on. Nope, don't let him go that way. Go towards the net. Fairbanks with possession. We're playing 6-on-5 because they have pulled their goalie. Oh my gosh, we've got a whole kerfluffle. His blue helmet has got a hold of it for Fairbanks. Oh no, it's tipping through. Here goes Liam. Someone give the puck to Ethan and let him launch it. And there is the end of the game. Bravo, North Stars. Fairbanks, we are so sorry. You guys played an amazing game. You definitely held your own until the very, very end, and your goalie is absolutely amazing. As we celebrate, as our goalies get lined up and the handshake's going to happen. Now, today, since we're at a state tournament, we will be back later this evening where we will be playing our sister team, the other North Star team, at around 5 o'clock-ish Alaska time, I think is when our game is tonight. I'm trying to figure out when our game is. Uh-oh. Hold, please, while I'm looking this up. Yes, we have a game tonight at 5 to 6:30 p.m., so it should be most exciting. And
Hello.
And I have some kids who have come to say hi on our channel. Hello. All right, until then, go enjoy some more hockey.